Bro, Spurs 2, Manchester United 2. Absolutely let them off the hook. Chance there to say, you know what, top 4, lovely. We should be home and dry pretty much. We've blown it.
We was cruising in the first half. You know, I mean, I was enjoying the football that we was playing. You know, Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno. Bruno was fabulous as well. Obviously, Sancho got his goal, which was good. Gives him a bit of confidence. You think, okay, we're on our way 6 minutes in, away from home. And we're doing okay. We're comfy, you know. We should have got more goals in the first half. You know, Rashford puts us 2-0 up and you're thinking, okay.
Perfect time as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just before half time, you know, it's flat in the stadium. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not really up for it. They don't know what's happening. Do you know what I mean? They've gone from Conte, negative football, to Stellini, to Ryan Mason. And you're thinking, listen, 2-0 up, we'll manage the game. Do you know what I mean? You know, and then I don't know what it is, but, you know, in some games where just we drop off and there's a lack of intensity. You know, you're not going to control a game for 90 minutes all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not at that level yet. Do you know what I mean? Where we're going to control, let's say, 75 minutes of the game. But there needs to be a level of like in-game management by the players, whereby they can identify when we need to step it up a bit. Absorb the pressure for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, but step it up again. But it seems like we were just coasting in the second half, and then they got the first one, and I could see it coming.
You know, that's the thing there, Shingy.
I could see it coming,
I turned to, as soon as, even before the first one, you're like, they're going to score. They're going to score. And then as soon as they got that first one, even though we went up the other end and actually could have made it 3-1 with Bruno hitting the bar, you still, after that, you're like, they're going to score. They're going to score.
By the way,
yeah, that was a lovely little nutmeg.
That was dirty. But yeah, you could
scored.
You could feel that they were going to score, and they were getting a bit of joy on Wan-Bissaka's side with Perisic whipping him balls in. I think maybe he got caught out because obviously Ten Hag has got him kind of playing inside a little bit more. But yeah, they started getting chances. Obviously, Son had his chance. Dyer had his Dyer misses a sitter. You know, Kane had a chance, and then obviously they equalised. And I'm thinking, you know what, like, we need to step it up again. We did a little bit, but again, it's, you know, we saw it against Sevilla, we saw it against Palace, Arsenal away. You know, I mean, and our away form was not great as well, man.
Especially against top half of the table.
Yes, yeah.
And this is a poor Spurs side. Like you said, this is a Spurs side that, you know, like you said, dead quiet. Nothing to shout about. They booed them off at half time, and we allowed you. As soon as they kicked off, they had the ball, but we couldn't really get it. They get a corner, and you're thinking, we're slipping into a pattern here. You can just feel what's going to happen.
You can feel it, and like, we should have smelt blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what winners do. We should have smelt blood, you know, but we didn't. Do you know what I mean?
We don't kill games, do we?
We don't kill games. We allow teams to grow into the game. I don't understand why, but, you know, again, obviously, if you asked me at the beginning of the season, if we were to bag the Carabao Cup, be in a position to make top 4 at this stage of the season, be in the FA Cup final, I would have bit your hand off after last season. So for me, like, that's the silver lining. Do you know what I mean? At the beginning of the season, I knew there was going to be like inconsistent performances across the season. But obviously, when you're watching the game and you're thinking, you know what, come on, guys, man, like, wake up. But, you know, hopefully, you know, going towards next season, you know, we pick up a bit of form towards the end of the season, win the FA Cup, hopefully. Get a few new signings in because our depth is not that great, as you saw with the substitutions.
What did you make of the substitutions Erik Ten Hag made, and how did you think they performed individually?
My man just said it already. He said that basically he needed to make the change, which was right, because we needed to shake something up because the players weren't awake. You know, Martial came on. And I mean, you know, I think he's still trying to find his rhythm. We need a bit more from him, I believe. But I guess obviously he's been out for a long period of time, so he's not gonna, you know, overexert himself. You know, Weghorst, he tries. Yeah, he tries. You know, but it's difficult because if he didn't make the subs, then the fans would have been saying,
agreed. Change it earlier. You can see we're struggling. Yeah,
exactly. So it's difficult, man. You know, 6-1, half a dozen. You know, I'm frustrated, but at the same time, you know, it's still within our hands. We got Villa next at home, which is not going to be easy.
Nope.
Unai Emery is an op. Brighton away.
These are really two actually important games because, look, I know Liverpool are behind us. We've got a couple of games in hand over them, but one game in hand now because we play tonight. But if they keep winning, if you know they've got Spurs next, you know, we need to start getting some wins on the board.
I said this to my boy. Liverpool are getting a few results lately, and I just hope that they don't continue, you know, their form towards the end of the season. I remember there was one time, I think, after the season they were champions, and they were like 6th or 7th or 8th.
Yeah, when they had all the players missing.
Yeah, and we were second at one point, and then they ended up finishing, was it 3rd or 4th?
Yeah.
You know, so you know, so we just need to maintain our focus.
Yeah,
settle down a bit. Obviously, we've played probably the most games in Europe in the top 5 leagues. So you know, there could be a situation where the players are feeling a bit fatigued as well towards the end of the season. But you know, we just have to be mindful that there are other teams that are trying to get into the Champions League as well, and that we don't take our foot off the boil, man, towards the end of the season. You know?
Big up, bro.
Bro, flex.
Alright, guy. Come true, man. Big up, man. Love that.